Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since my last video. A lot's been going on in the background. I've got a lot of new bits and pieces I've added to the collection of droids. It's been quite busy. We've had a lot of conventions and stuff that we've been doing. So stuff's been put on the back burner for a while. Stuff's been, slowly getting done bit by bit, but I kind of had a bit of a steamroller moment and kind of just smashed through loads of stuff. Had a few bits to replace on a couple of droids from accidents that I've had, upgraded a few new parts, and I just thought I'd do this video as a little bit of an update. I should be adding some more convention videos in the next few weeks. The last conventions that I went to, I actually forgot my GoPro, so I didn't actually make any videos. But what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to flip the camera around and I will show you some of the progress on bits and bobs I've done. So bear with me a second. So I've done a few updates to R5. So I've now got a updated few pieces in his feet. So I've now got Vex wheels in each one, and also the front foot. I've also sorted out the ankle wobble that I've been having a lot of lately. So normally I'd run quite thick washers in the ankles, but that wasn't giving me the support that I was needing while I was driving. So every time I'd turn, the ankles would give a little bit of flex, a bit more than I'd wanted, really. So what I did was, let me see if I can find you one. Oh no, they're in the box. So what I did is, let me come around this side. I've added some inside the foot bit there. What I've done is basically sliced apart the original file to about 3mm of the ankle, and I've used that as a shim. So I've basically wedged that into the ankle, and that now has no flex in it at all. It's really stiff, really rigid. I need to do the front one still, because this one, as you can see here, it does have quite a large gap. I do have a washer in there, but when the ankle's moving, you can see it's given quite a lot of flex there. So turning and things like that, going over bumps, it's just not very good. I've had to update a few bits on his dome. So my last convention that I went to, I may have accidentally smashed his eye light off. This is the result. Where's that gone? Oh no, I think I chucked it in the bin. So it basically exploded. I clipped it ever so slightly with my foot when his dome was on the floor, and it just completely exploded. It was made of resin. I glued it back on for the event. It lasted, but by the time I got home, it had come off completely. So I've just quickly 3D printed a new one. This one is, as you can see here, pretty solid. It's drilled all the way through, so I can really put some LEDs in it. I've also upgraded his eyes a little bit as well, so I've put in new brighter LEDs behind all the main eyes, and I've also put, if I can get out of the way, nope, I've also put LEDs inside each one of these ones now, so he now has these two eyes that light up, and also this one up the top here. So just thought I'd give him a little bit of extra character. I like what Tim Hebble's done on his one, so I thought I'd do the same, and these are Tim Hebble upgrades on his eyes. All of these were loose, so I had to retighten all these. They're all been redone and sorted. The pie bits on the top of the dome, these have all been replaced with resin print ones from a friend in the club called Ron. He 3D printed these on his resin printer for me, so they are silky smooth now. These were quite bendy when I put them in, but I've reinforced all the back of them now, because I'm not going to bother with any upgrades to the top. And these look really nice now. I do need to do some weathering, which I'll do over the next couple of days onto his eye here, just to get that to blend in with the rest. So I'll hit that with the airbrush and a bit of my weathering mix. So that's pretty much what's happened to him. He just had a little bit of TLC, a little bit of an upgrade here and there, just to make him look a bit prettier. He's really starting to show his age now. So he's been fully built now for probably just over a year, and he's been to quite a few conventions now. So he's had a bit of, he's been battered about. He's been driving around for 2 days at a time at conventions. you know, people touch and prod, and he's been in and out of my car because I can't transport him in a single model as a single unit, so I have to dismantle him. He's now starting to show his age here. He's got cracks here. The cracks on this are starting to show here as well. The worst one, I think, is this one here, where the actual skirt is now starting to re-split. He's got a few bits around here as well, but these, you know, like little hairline cracks. You know, you can see them up close, but from a distance, I'm not too fussed. It is the Mark II body, so this was done kind of when I was still a bit of a novice about 3D printing, and now I know what I'm doing. You know, the next one I do will be a lot better, so I'm thinking about redoing his body at a later date, just doing another Mark II, but doing a better version, or potentially upgrading everything to a Mark III. But with the Mark II, I can literally transfer everything that's on here straight onto the new one. Obviously, I'll keep this one going. This one will keep rolling around at conventions while the other one gets done. It just allows me to have a bit more time to do things a bit better, like doing these bits better, printing these out better as well, sorting these out a bit better as well. You know, getting these parts resin printed. You know, I have more things accessible to me now than I did last time. Although he does have a new upgrade, which would be that. So I now have a brand new alternative dome that I've done for him. So it's still in his original colours of red and white. I'm thinking about adding a couple of panels, maybe taking this one off and spraying this metallic blue, or this one here or something, just to keep it in touch. But this is what I've been up to lately, building this. So this all still needs to be weathered. It's a completely custom coloured one. Again, the holo projectors and stuff like that were printed by my friend Ron in the club. He done all them for me, and he done an absolutely amazing job. They are fantastic. You know, really finish off that really nice. He's got the full Astro Pixels lights in him as well. Again, they're absolutely amazing for the price they are. You know, 60 quid for a full set of lights that you literally just plug in and they're ready to go. You know, you can't complain at that. They run my ones that I've got in here. I've got a USB power lead on them, so I can now run these off power banks, because I want to keep the dome separate, so I don't have to use a slip ring and stuff, because on R5's dome, all he has is LEDs in his dome and that's it, so I don't need any use for, I've got no use for a slip ring, which enables me to have basically that entire centre part free, so I can then put my arms in and out to get, you know, batteries in and out and stuff like that. I've got quite a lot of power banks, so I use, you know, I can take all them to conventions with me. So I've got his new dome, that's all done nicely. It just needs to be weathered up, as I said, and then that's ready to go for a convention soon. Hoping to have that ready for NORCON this year, which is in about 3 weeks' time. I just literally need to try and find out where I got my brown paint from, because I can't remember where I bought it from, and I have pretty much run out. I've got probably enough to do, I would like to say the whole dome, but I probably haven't. So that's one of the other projects I've done. So the dome was actually given to me by Darren, who's in our club as well. He done a single print R2 dome ages and ages ago that he never got around to using, so he gave it to me. And, you know, I was more than happy to oblige to take it, finish off the dome with the panels and stuff. It's a little bit rough here and there, but, you know, it's just going to be a dome that I swap out for a few hours every now and again, just to give it a little bit of a new fresh feel. Chopper is now up and running. So he's now a rolling frame. I just need to literally put his motors in. I've got the sonic hubs on the desk behind me. As soon as they're in, all the electronics can start be put in, and then I can start customising him and getting him all done up. So he'll be painted in the Imperial chopper scheme, just like my one up the top there. There you go, you can see him a bit closer. So he'll be the grey with the black dome. I've also been given by Darren, who gave me the R2 dome. He's also given me a new live action version of the dome that Chopper has from the new series Ahsoka. I'm tempted to do that one actually instead of my one, just because mainly the print is a lot better than what my one is. So that was actually given to me by Darren as well, but that was a lot of multi-part pieces and it didn't really go together very well. So the one that he's done is far better, so I'm tempted to use that one, and I quite like the look of it. So hopefully he'll be getting done up over winter. I'm going to start doing the sanding process, getting everything, you know, finalised, getting everything done, strip him down, get him sanded, get him painted. Hopefully he'll be ready for some conventions next year. So when my daughter gets old enough he will be hers. You know, she can then take him to conventions with me. I'll use R5, she can use Chopper. Starting a DO in the back there, so I was given another head ages ago by Jason, who runs our club, and you know, I just thought I'd do a little static DO just in the meantime. Nothing's gone on really with my mini droids, except I've salvaged a lot of bits from them, so I need to replace all those and put them back in ready for conventions. And probably the main thing that I've got done recently is I have a mouse droid. So Tom from the club did me a deal. He said basically, buy me a new motor, I've got a better printer, do you want my old mouse frame? And I was like, yes please. So he's given me that. I thought I'd go with a bit of a custom one, so rather than just having the black one that everybody has, what I've done is I've done a custom white one with our Norwich Droids logo on the side of it at the front. It also has, if I can get you underneath here, I don't think you'll be able to see that very well, but it also has LED lights all underneath here, and they glow green, red, blue, they pulsate to music and things like that, but I'll probably run them green to match the Norwich Droids colours, and that is completely up and running, which is like amazing. So I'm very, very happy to have that. So most of the conventions that I'll be going to from now on, I'll be taking R5 and I'll be taking the mouse droid just to buzz around really and have a bit of fun. So it's our mouse droid. And that way, if we ever get pictures or anything, we can always stick that up at the front and have the logo on it, or just drive it around and do a bit of advertising. And one of the things that I'm most excited for, that I have wanted to own since I was like 12 years old, is that little dude down there, a DRD from Farscape. So Farscape was an Australian sci-fi series that used to be on TV over here on Channel 2. It was, in my opinion, one of the best sci-fi series ever. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got the box set downstairs, which cost me basically like an arm and a leg to buy back in the day, because it was like 200 quid. But I managed to get the files for the DRD, and yeah, he's in progress at the minute, so I just need to try and find a little RC car that I can put inside of him. His light broke off last night when I accidentally hit him with the charger. But I just need to get, a little RC car for him, plop that into the inside of the shell, and yeah, he's ready to go. So I just need to get some LEDs in the light, in the eyes, put some little glass bits in there to make it a little bit better, and then hopefully he'll be scooting around at conventions and people will recognise what he's from. As you know, I've never seen one of these at conventions, so you know, it'd be fun to see him. But that's pretty much it. So bear with me a second and I shall flip the camera around again. So yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last good few months. Obviously my videos have depleted a little bit over the time. I haven't uploaded for a while, so I thought I'd do a little bit of an update blog. I'm going to be at a convention at NORCON in the next 3 weeks with Norwich Droids. I'll have R5 with me. Pretty much every droid that I own is going to be going. It's kind of one of our flagship events where we really do enjoy that one, so we take everything with us. We will have a full-scale probe droid as well from Tom, who's in our club. That's his one, so that's the only one in the UK. So if you're ever at NORCON or down Norwich area, definitely drop on by. It'll be worth it. But yeah, hopefully I've got a few events coming up. Also, not NORCON. I've got going to one at this weekend called the Colchester Takeover. I'll try and get a video of that, like a little walk around or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So apart from work, I've been just tinkering around with these in my spare time and just hoping to get a little bit done and a little bit here and there. But progress has been slow. The weather has been horrendous. 1 minute it's absolutely roasting hot and you start doing work, and then for the next 6 hours it just absolutely hammers it down. So that's hampered a lot of my weekend builds or little weekend things. I can't do anything during the weekday because of looking after my daughter and stuff like that. But yeah, things are progressing quite well. I've got the main things done, which is the dome that I wanted to get finished for that chap there. I've got my mouse droid finished, which is another thing that I really wanted to get done. That was kind of high on my priority list. And yeah, I'm feeling good. Progress is coming along slow. But I hope you're all doing well. You know, thank you for watching my little update video. What I'll do is, when I go to NORCON, I'll probably see if I can do a couple of interviews with the people that are in my club. You know, just get them to say a few words about their droids, things like that, the builds they've done. And I'll try and make that a little bit of a series going forwards, trying to get, you know, trying to interview droid builders and people that do cosplay and stuff like that. Yeah, that'd be quite fun. So, thank you for watching. Have a good evening or morning, depending on where you are. And, you know, I'll see you at a convention soon.